Welcome to this segment on the 7 phases of spelling. We'd like to show you more than 1 or 2 pieces out of each of the phases, but we also have to think about our time limit. The 7 phases of spelling is designed to be used by grades 2 through 6 as a continuum to the student's skill building. The 7 phases of spelling is non-graded and gives the teacher and students flexibility within structure. It can also be used in the upper grades for struggling students that need a structured and sequential approach for reading and spelling. Phase 1 is just an outline of what was covered in the Rescue the Students Now portion of the program. In Phase 2, there are 40 lessons with words and sentences to review the vowel patterns or the diphthongs that have already been taught. There are also 12 new vowel patterns. This sheet uses nonsense words to practice with opening and closing a syllable. Nonsense words are used to force the students to think and not just recognize a word. Recognizing a word does little to promote application of a concept. For example, many kindergarten students can write their name the first day of school, but that does not mean that they have sound symbol association. Let's look at the letters in the first nonsense word, R-A-B-E-N. When it is split after the A, it is pronounced Raben, making it an open syllable. When it's split after the B, it is pronounced Rabin, which makes it a closed syllable. Here is an example of sentences in which the students apply their strategies to identify all sight words and vowel patterns. This is an excellent method for proofreading. It also encourages students to justify their answers. Remember that we use as many modalities as possible to get concepts locked in our brain. We wrote letters in the air. We looked at the letters. We listened for sounds. When we gave a letter its sound, we became cognizant of what our lips, our teeth, and our tongue were doing. Phase 4 of the 7 phases of spelling offers the students a chance to think about words from a perspective other than by syllabication. They will now be exposed to morphemes that give meaning to word parts. This page deals with prefixes. This page gives meanings to root pieces. This page deals with suffixes. Note how every page gives the meanings, gives sample words, and uses the word part in a sentence. This page lists various non-word bases with their meanings. In Phase 5, there are hundreds of sentences using homophones. These are great for spelling tests. And of course, all phases have sentences for spelling tests. It works well to give a daily test using the sentence from each section that has been covered. This gives the students a chance to apply their knowledge as opposed to memorization of a weekly spelling test. The thrust of Phase 6 is the vocabulary development for the older students, but even the lower grade students can read the sentences because they have worked with the study words and the vowel pieces. Phase 7 is the pinnacle that encourages students to use their training in a variety of ways. This lesson is working with compound words, knowing that all the pieces have previously been taught in one-syllable words. The parts of speech are taught using extremely basic sentences. This gives the students a chance to concentrate on the part of speech and not worry about unknown words. There is a section for the 6,000 most frequently used words placed in the order of frequency within their vowel pattern family. This sheet is part of the vowel consonant family. Notice that there have been 474 words before a suffix is attached. Students are often taught to look at the end of a word for the bossy E. So it only makes sense for the students to actually find the silent E at the end of a word, not a suffix. So there are 205 words that have been used before a suffix was added. Here's a page from the vowel pattern. Note that there have been 309 words before a suffix was added. We worked with 52 lessons of diphthongs, vowel patterns and steady words in sentences, morphemes, which are the meaning of words, homophones, vocabulary development, basic parts of speech, and the 6,000 most frequently used words categorized by vowel patterns. We can all say hail to the queen of sequencing a program that makes sense. Thank you, I accept. See you next time for our final lesson.